What's up, YouTube? This is the first video of my graded comic collection. I have done these in the past. I can't remember how long ago the last one was, but I am always adding graded books to my collection. So I thought it'd be time, as I go through all these boxes, to show you, make a video for every 2 boxes I do. So I'm going to go, I have about 14, 15 boxes. I think it's 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 or 15 boxes. I'll do two at a time. And you guys can see my collection as we go through. I have a lot of good books in here. Some other books that are just random books, but there's a lot of stuff in here. You guys get a lot of my heat, I guess you can say, is in these boxes. So you guys, as I pull these boxes, they're in no specific order. Actually, I kind of already pulled out some books, so I'm going to start the first one off with a bang. And these are going to be, I'll show these books I have put aside that are kind of expensive books, so I'll go through them first. But then I'll just start hitting random random boxes, okay? But yeah, so let's start off with some heat. But there's probably going to be more stuff in here that is actually pretty good too. But this is a lot of the really expensive stuff. So this first one is a green label, unfortunately. It is a married centerfold, so that's why it's a green label. But it's a 3.0, and it's my Justice League of America #1. This is one of the first books I bought in my early collecting 7 years ago when I started collecting again. That I was able to get this for a pretty cheap price. I want to say I paid like $400 for it or something. I can't remember. It was so long ago. But I didn't know the centerfold was married, but it was originally a PGX I had it graded in. 3.0, so it didn't really drop a grade. It just got the green label when I regraded it. Just regraded it really because I wanted I wanted an update. I don't really like the PGX cases compared to the newer CBCS and CGC cases, so I wanted to get it regraded. But this is my Amazing Spider-Man 14, signed by Stan Lee, 5.5, so that's a pretty good book. I'll take it, you know. This is an Action Comics 252. Now, it is a 1.5, but you ask yourself, well, that looks like a fairly nice 1.5 book. Why is it a 1.5? Of course, this is the first appearance of Supergirl in Origin. First appearance in Origin, Kara Zor-El. That's why it's a 1.5, because the coupon was cut off the back. But it is not a, they don't consider that restored, or well, obviously it's not restored qualified. I guess CBCS doesn't. But yeah, I'll take it. I knew that back when I bought it. I knew the back was, but that's what I could afford. That's why I could afford it. This here is a pretty nice book. Got this graded and also signed by Robert Kirkman years and years and years ago. 4 years ago, probably. Bought it at my local for $900. I know that because I bought it the day I proposed to my wife, that morning of. So in case she said no, I had something to console me with. Of course, she didn't say no. Now she wants me to sell all my comics. Walking Dead #1, signed by Kirkman, 9.6. So that's pretty cool. I'm happy with that. I'm gonna have to buy. I am planning to buy some Mylars. Last time I ordered from E. Gerber, they didn't have any. This is Avengers #1, 3.0. I thought about cracking that at one point and having Stan Lee sign it, but I didn't. Kind of regretting it, you know. I guess, I don't know. Maybe not. This is one of my nicer old Silver Age books. I'm very happy. I do have a raw copy of this also. It's not as nice as this one. I was able to get that one really cheap. I think like $300. But this one here is my Aquaman #1, 8.0. A really nice book. Really nice copy of that. And I want to say I paid $800 for this, or $800, or maybe it was $600, something like, it was right around there, $600 to $800. I can't remember, it was so long ago, but it's worth way more than that now. This is a more recent book. I guess within the last year, maybe I got this. I got it from my local, actually. And no, it's not for sale. Before you even ask, it's not for sale, because every time I show a picture of this or something on Instagram or whatever, I get messages saying, "Is that for sale? Are you going to sell that?" No, I'm not selling this. This is not getting sold. This is one of those books that was. There's a couple of them here that are just so hard to find. I'm not gonna sell them. At least not anytime soon. This is my Albedo number 2, 9.0. First, Usagi Yojimbo. Usagi Yojimbo, however you say his name. So that's pretty cool. I got two more other books here pulled out. There's more in these boxes. This is just what I pulled out, put aside. I pulled them out because I kind of want to keep my really expensive books kind of like together. I don't know, maybe I'll figure out once I put the boxes together and put them in the boxes and organize. Maybe I'll figure out how I'll do it. But this is my Avengers number 4. This is a 4.5. I bought this years ago. I had it graded by PGX. It came back at a 5, I think it was, or a 5.5. Can't remember, but I got it regraded with CGC. I figured it was going to drop a little bit. I just, looking at it, I thought it would drop. But I'm still happy with the 4.5 because I paid about $250 or under $300. I think it was $250. I got this book, issue number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 of Avengers. They're all, the other books are kind of ratty. They're lower grade, but for that much, that right there is worth, I don't know, $1,000, maybe more. I don't know. And then this last book, this one's also not for sale, so don't ask, because it's another book people ask about. It's one of those hard books to find that I'm just not going to do. I'm not going to sell these. Some of these I might be willing to let go at some point in my life, but these are just going to be hard books to find. And this is my Bone number 1, first print, obviously. 8.5. It'd be great to have a nicer copy, but 8.5, I'll take it. So, okay. So that's them. So let's hit these 2 boxes I got sitting right to my left and see what we got. These are going to be kind of letdowns at them, but there are some nice books also still in there. There are some other real high grade, some real heat left in there. So Superman 234, just a random book my local had for sale for like $20 or something, so I bought it. And this is Conan the Barbarian number 1, signed by Roy Thomas, 4.5. I have a few copies of number 1. I don't know if that's my nicest one. The other ones aren't. The other ones are raw. This is the Walking Dead 171, 9.6. This is the pink signature one. The regular ones are blue signature. This is the limited, I guess, secret cover one or something. I bought that already graded at my local. I think it's the first appearance of Princess. And this is a Daredevil 168, first appearance of Elektra, 9.4. Pretty cool. That's one of the first appearance there. Here goes a Green Lantern 87, 5.5. Pretty nice. First appearance of John Stewart, second appearance of Guy Gardner. Iron Man number 2, 6.5. I got that graded back in the day. All these here I got graded myself. Way back when I first started collecting, I was just grading everything with PGX. They were like $10 to get graded, so. Captain Marvel number 1, 4.5, no big deal. This is a nice Iron Man Submariner number 1. I paid like $5 for this book way back. And it came back in 8.0, so that's fairly nice. It's worth way more than what I paid for it. This book actually is for sale. Supergirl number 12, 9.8, signed by Art German, because I got 2 of them. So that is for sale. Then I got a Cry for Dawn number 5. This is the second printing one, signed by Linzer, 8.5. So I'm actually going to put this aside. I'm going to try to get that collection together. I have doubles of some of those that are signed. I want to sell the doubles. Actually, I think I have one of them over here, actually. No, I don't. I got them in there somewhere. This is Superman's Girlfriend Lois Lane, number 70. First Silver Age appearance of Catwoman, 3.5. I remember back in the day, I paid like $70 for that. Certain books I remember what I paid for, because it just sticks out. I remember like getting certain good deals. I remember. This is Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 1, signed by Best Dressed Man in comics. The Best Dressed Man there. Of course, you guys know who that is. 6.0. Steranko. Not that I needed to say his name, because everyone knows who the Best Dressed Man in comics is. Second runner-up is probably Ben Temple Smith, if you've met him before. I know when I met him, he was in a three-piece suit. V for Vendetta number 1, signed by David Lloyd. Did he pass away? I'm trying to remember. I can look it up very easily, but I don't know if he's passed away. A lot of people have passed away in comics. Maybe not. But it was cool to meet him, 8.0. When was it? November 4th? November something? For the movie? For the book? Can't remember. Just recently passed. Wolverine number 1, 9.4. Back in the day, I got that. That was one of those books I found for like $10 back in the day. Along with this one here, Wolverine number 10, 9.6. Cool cover there, the Sabretooth classic cover. This is one of my issues of Revival number 1. This is not signed, 9.8. I do have another one, 9.8, that is signed by the entire crew. Norton, Seeley, and also Jenny Frison. Tarot number 1, 9.0. This is, of course, Jim Blanton. That's why I got this. I bought this in my early days. I think I paid like $50 for this book. I remember when I bought this, I was like, couldn't believe how much I paid for it. Now it's like $50. That's like nothing. This one here is so disappointed in this grade. I really want to get this pressed and regrade it. I'm gonna have to look up the grader's notes too to see why it got this grade. It looks way nicer. And the amount of signatures on this, it'd be worth to get this book graded, because this book is a pricey book. I think it's probably a few $100s if it was in a little bit nicer grade. This is Uncanny X-Men 510, Campbell Retailer Incentive, 8.0, and I don't know why. I'm gonna have to look it up again. I think probably if I got it pressed and even clean, maybe there's a little dirt on there, it would probably go up a bit. But the reason I wanted to get that done, because it's J. Scott Campbell, Jay Leiston, Justin Ponzer, and Edgar Delgado. 4 people signed it. So that's pretty cool. Extremely happy with that. Let's see. Got all my J. Scott Campbell books down here. This is a cool book. Brave and the Bold number 1. 4.0. Yes, that is an issue number 1 for Brave and the Bold. This is 1955. Yep, 55. Early issue there. Of course it's an early issue. It's Brave and the Bold number 1. Here's another first appearance. New Mutants 98. First appearance of a little character called Deadpool. 9.6. Originally had it signed and graded with Liefeld. Then later I had it cracked and regraded and pressed too, and signed by Fabian Vicenza, however you say his name. Then I got this one, Milk and Cheese, number 1. First print. Pretty cool. Well, unfortunately, I bought the day I met Evan Dorkin. Bought it on eBay though. At the con, Boston Con. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get him to sign it. I don't know why I don't have this with my pricey books. It's going to have to get pulled out with my pricey books. This is my Werewolf by Night 32. Another little character, which has got some heat going with it right now. Even though it's been pretty much heat for a while now. But most recently with the rumors, I guess. Not that I've been keeping up on a lot of this stuff. Rumors. I think there's been rumors that Keanu Reeves is going to be playing him or something. I don't know if that's true or not, but heard rumors about that. Werewolf by Night 32, and this is cool, 7.0, because also it is signed by Al Milgrom and Don Perlin. I bought it already graded and signed, so I did not have it done myself, because I've never met either of them. And I didn't pay a whole lot of money for this compared to what it was selling for. I don't even remember what I paid for it. I want to say it was I know it was under 600, because I know I wouldn't have paid more than that. Maybe 400 for it. I'll have to maybe try to go back and look to see what I paid for it. This book used to be like a $500 book. It's not anymore. It's only, I think, worth maybe $200 or something. I think, or maybe 150, unfortunately. But this is the Lenticular cover, Superman Chain #1, signed by Scott Snyder. This was like one of the Lenticular books that you could only get if you went to like a DC, one of these DC things. Whatever. Unfortunately, it dropped in price. Should have sold it a long time ago. Megaton #3, signed by Eric Larson. So that's pretty cool. Savage Dragon book there. Actually, let me get these. Let me get some of these. In here so I can get them all fall over, because I know they're going to fall over at some point. And I don't want that to happen. I'm almost done this box, so just give me 1 second. Actually, you know, I can finish it off. This is my Green Lantern #7 for Sinestro 3.0. Unfortunately, it does have tape all on the spine for no reason whatsoever. The staples are attached. Someone guess I decided, oh, let's protect the spine back in the day. So, unfortunately, this is my Fantastic Four 13 3.0, First Watcher, and Red Ghost. Journey in Mystery 103. I have a couple copies of these, but this is one graded. I got 4.0. I believe this is the one I bought off of Mercenaut back in the a while back, maybe a couple years ago. I think this is the one he did. If Mercenaut is watching this video, which I doubt. I know he watched my videos before, but is that the one you had? You sold me? The one with the star on there? Diamond? And if not, it's one of the other ones I have. I think I have 3 copies of it altogether. This is my Incredible Hulk 182, 6.5. I actually want to put that aside too, because I'm going to put them a little set together, which I'll get to. This is my Amazing Spider-Man #6, 2.5. Pretty cool. Number 9, 3.0, First Electro. Number 13, First Mysterio, 3.5. That book got some heat to it with the movie. Amazing Spider-Man 46, 6.0. I sold my other copy, graded copy of that one. I do have a raw copy left, unless I got rid of that. That one was so beat up, though. I might have just gave it away or something. All-Star Western #10, First Appearance of Jonah Hex, 4.5. I do have, I think, 1 or 2 more copies of that. But those are pretty books. Let me just get these in here real quick, and we'll do the last box. Okay, so let's see what we got in these boxes. Oh, okay. So this is my Cry for Dawn #1, signed by Linzer. This is the first printing, 7.5. I really, really wish I had, I think I might have another first printing I've gotten recently, but I thought this one was going to be a nicer copy. No, what happened was I had a nicer copy, but when I got him to sign them, the other one turned out to be a bootleg, and I didn't know it. So, unfortunately, I have it, but he won't let me, I didn't get it graded. He put on the back bootleg or something, but he did sign it. Because he said you usually destroy them. But he let me keep it. I don't know. He just let me keep it for reading, I guess. So I'm going to keep that as a reader. Cry for Dawn #1, second printing, 8.0, signed by Linzer. Keep these all together. And then, of course, this is my favorite one. This is my Cry for Dawn #1, third printing, signed by Linzer, 9.4. I do have another copy of that. Probably it's going to be up for sale. Punisher #1, signed by Alex Maleev. That's a pretty cool book. This is the Betty Page #1, signed by Terry Dodson, Virgin cover, 9.8. I thought about this being one of the books to give away, but for my raffle. But I think the other book is actually pretty nice. In case you guys haven't watched the last video, that's the book I'm giving away if you take my survey, which will be a link in this description also. Amazing Spider-Man 569, signed by Adi Grabnov, 9.4. I did have a lower grade copy of that. I think I sold it actually. I don't remember. Here goes my Cry for Dawn number 5, first printing, 9.4. So I got both the first and second printing signed by him. This is a Vampiro number 1, signed by Linzer. This is the Virgin cover of that. Pretty cool. Actually, someone just posted on Facebook, one of these Facebook pages, the original art. They own the original art for that. Avengers Children's Crusade number 3, signed by Art Adams. Pretty cool, 9.8. This is a background number 12, 9.8, signed by Artgerm. Pretty cool. I sold the other copy I had. I think it was an 8.5. I think I sold that for like $100. So this is a pricey book. Back then when I bought it, it was like maybe $10. This is Harley Quinn number 1, signed by Artgerm, 9.8. These are like books that aren't really worth much, but I don't think so. Harley Quinn number 1 at 9.8, signed by Artgerm. Out of Artgerm here. This is my only 10.0. This is the Pro, signed by Amanda Connor and Jimmy Palmiotti. So it's a 10.0 signed by 2 people. This is actually a really good. I actually read this book right here, and it still got a 10.0. I was very careful with it though. Maybe I did. Yeah, no, I did read this one. But it's a 10.0. I'm gonna put that there with my, because it is a 10.0. Gem Mint. Three-Dimensional Alien Worlds number 1, signed by Art Adams, and this is his first professional artwork. No, he says he thinks there was something before that, but he couldn't think of what it was. Strangers in Paradise number 1. This is a first printing, so this is a hard book to find, guys. 9.2, signed by Terry Moore. I do have another copy of that. The other copy I have has Rusty Staples, actually. I bought it off of someone on YouTube. One of you YouTube guys. Can't remember who I bought it off of. But the one I did buy had Rusty Staples. This one didn't have Rusty Staples. I got that one on eBay. These are just some random X-Men books, 212, some of the Mutant Massacre series, 211, 210. I know I was trying to sell these a while back. 201. I'll probably just keep these now. 213. I think I was planning to sell all these for like $80 or $100 or something like that, but I'm just gonna keep them now. 222. Yeah, okay. Then we got the other Supergirl number 12. It's like one of these are getting sold. If anyone's interested in it, it's signed by Artgerm. Let me know. This is Star Wars Vader Down, signed by Sia and Joe Caramagna. This was at the Northeast Comic Con in Little Con. I think it's in Worcester, Massachusetts. Just got some pretty good stuff there, actually, though. But it's a true con. One of those small little comic book they used to sell comic books. It's not really a lot of celebrities and stuff. There are celebrities there, but not really. This is another one of his books that was like $20. Somebody picked it up in my local. Some Neil Adams stuff. So, Green Lantern 80. No big deal. This is Marvel Premiere 15. First appearance of Iron Fist, 5.5. Do plan to have that regraded at some point. And then I got, still after the box, Harley Quinn number 1. This is the pink variant, 9.4. That was worth some money back in the day, but not really anymore. Then I got the New Mutants 87, signed by Louise Simonson and Rob Liefeld back in the day, 9.6. Got these signed at the first New York Comic Con I went to. That was pretty cool. Then I got a Fantastic 452, signed by Mr. Joe Sanat, however you say his name. Don't yell at me anymore. Can't remember. Someone was yelling at me, saying, look it up on Google or something like that. And I even looked it up on Google and I couldn't figure it out. No disrespect to him, Joe. He's a Good old guy, World War II vet. I love me some World War II veterans. If you guys know anything about me, you know I worked for work at the VA, and I worked with a lot of World War II. I did work a lot more with World War II vets before. Now a lot of them aren't around anymore, so I have met a couple though. But I used to work with a lot of them before. Daredevil 131, First Bullseye, 9.2. A good book. This is Punisher #1, signed by Mike Zeck, 9.4. Wish it was 9.8, but this is a cool book. I love this book. Crime Suspense Stories #20, 3.0. I think I paid like $300 for that book at the. Actually got it at the flea market. But that's it, guys. I will be doing another video right after this. It's going to be my there are two more boxes, so stay tuned for that one. Also, I'll probably post these one after the other, so you guys can probably watch a few of them in a row if you want to. But yeah, guys, one last time I'm going to put a link to my survey for my doctoral dissertation. Quick survey, 5 minutes. You guys have a chance to win this book. If you want to enter a raffle, help me out. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. Bye.